My name is Emily Johnson. I have been coming to Life Church since I was in middle school, so that's probably 2012-ish, 2011. I have been involved in youth ministry. I was in middle school, and then I went into high school and did small groups with Heather Heupel. And then when I was in high school, I helped out in middle school and the kids programs. I've done a lot with Blessings in a Backpack and through the church with that. So ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to be a teacher. That's always been a big passion of mine. And since going on mission trips to Honduras and the Dominican Republic in high school, I really fell in love with just the Latino culture and just how life was down there. And I really felt like God was pulling me to do something in missions and do something down in either Central or South America. So ever since I was in middle school and high school, I've felt God pulling my heart towards mission work. I decided my senior year to start looking into some where I was trying to find a job, so I started looking in some places overseas, and a few friends of mine from college actually went to the school that I work at growing up, and so they encouraged me to apply, and so I did, and that's kind of how I ended up in Bolivia. So I teach fourth grade, so I teach basically like I would here in the States, all in English. I teach all the subjects from reading to writing, science, social studies, Bible, writing, and I just spend all day with them like a normal fourth grade teacher. I had to completely trust in him when I first decided to uproot my life and move to Bolivia, another country, just thousands of miles away. And so I think the thing over this past year, the main thing, is just trusting in his plan and his will over my will and my desires. So my school is an international Christian school, so the international part means that diplomats and people from other countries who are stationed in Bolivia for a few years will send their kids to our school. The Bolivians' main religion is Catholicism, and they've kind of, throughout the time, meshed together Catholicism with worshiping Mother Earth. So that's been really interesting to see and learn about, where they have the Catholic traditions, but then they're also making sacrifices with animals and their land. Having prayer support back here in the States would be really encouraging and helpful. Prayers for my students, as our school is a Christian school, but they're not required to be Christian. So just prayers that I can be a light and show God's love to my students who go home and may not know God, or their parents might be very against God. Prayers for specific students who are coming from those homes where Christianity is not accepted, and that they can come to school and feel loved and accepted, and just know that there's a God that loves them and is always going to be there for them. I do get a small salary from my school, but that's basically just enough to live in the country and sustain a life. And so financial support would help me be able to bring back supplies for my students, help me be able to come home and visit my family more often over breaks, and just help me to supply my kids with everything that they need and things from the United States that they wouldn't normally get down there in Bolivia.